All right, folks. So we're going to be in information overload over the next couple of days. So we wanted to have a fallback video to help you remember the steps to uploading the calendars to our Google Sites once we need to get rolling on that and change over the calendars from week to week. So I wanted to make a quick tutorial to help you remember the steps that we need to do in order to update those things. So first of all, to review, when we are going to link our assignments, we're going to link them directly to our Google Classroom. So as you put in your assignment for whatever week or whatever day you're completing, there is a way for us, as I'm hoping we discussed, there is a way for us to have them come directly to their own copy of that document through the Google site. So the first thing I want to do is make sure I put a due date on anything that I might grade, because that updates on their calendar, and when we have them install Google Calendar as an extension up here, it's going to tell them that they have something that's going to be due. So you can see that I have something in 20 hours, and it's going to be a reminder for them. It'll also pop up on their phones if they've got calendars there. The other thing we talked about is our topics. We want this consistent across all grades and all subject areas so that it's familiar to the parents, it's familiar to the students, and also if anyone in the office needs to direct someone who calls, they have an answer as well. So we talked about, and it might change a little bit in the way that it's laid out, but we talked about indicating the quarter, which week in the quarter it is, and the date. So I just did it this way. That might change, but that's just how I did it here. So when I assign this to my class, I need to be paying attention to which class I have assigned this to, because it's going to make a difference. Now this is going to be a little repetitive on our part. And so you may wish to have just one assignment for the whole week and they go through and do day by day, and that way it's less to link. But what we're going to do is we're going to take these three dots here and we're going to copy that link. Then when you come over to your published pacing guide, the published one is the one that shows up here. All right, so this is the one that's been pasted in here, and this is the one that the parents, when they open it, they'll be able to click through, or the students will be able to click through and see their assignments. So we're going to come to the published one, and that was my challenge class, so I'm going to highlight that class, and this was Monday's assignment, and I'm going to paste that link here. Then when a student in my challenge class or in my 7th hour social studies class comes in and they click on it, it's going to take them to their copy of the assignment. So that is going to alleviate a lot of problems in Google Classroom. If they use the site, they're going to be able to get there without any challenges, without any extra clicks, which is our goal. All right, so like we were talking about, this is that published calendar. Now, obviously, throughout the week, we're going to want to be adding our lessons as we create them for the week. We're going to be wanting to put them in the calendar so we don't have to scramble to all do it on Friday or on Monday real early. So we need to make a copy of this calendar, and that's going to become the new published calendar. So we're going to have to decide as each team how you're going to do this. So if this is the one that's currently published and I need to leave it that way, I might change the name. So I'm going to rename this to quarter 1 week 1, and then I know this is the one that I'm going to need to put into the archived lessons. All right, so what I can do is I come to File, look down to Publish to the Web. It's already been published. It's got a link here. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to bring it on over to the archived plans. All right, now I have one of two ways I can do this. I can try to embed the link, and then the whole page will show up, or I can click here and I can upload from the drive and go find that calendar, the Q1 week 1, and then it's going to be archived here. All right, then you're going to need to make a copy of it so you can start editing it for Q1 week 2. So that's ready to roll out when you at the end of week 1. So if this was Q1 week 2, all right, so here I've got, this is the one that says 8/31. Okay, so that's obviously week 1. Here's week 2. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come and I'm going to grab this link. And then over in our site, this here has to change. It has to be updated. So if your team decides to wait until Friday and somebody is going to make a change and you're just going to upload the old calendar, modify the old calendar, that's fine. Otherwise, you're going to need to embed a new code and then put it in place. And then get rid of the old one. So we know that this is, this is not a 100% perfect system. We're trying to be as consistent as we can. We're trying to give parents and students uniformity so that there isn't a question. If we have to ping pong back and forth between virtual and in person, we've got a solid foundation. So again, using those calendars and making sure the date makes sense to when it needs to be posted will help you know where to archive it down here and then which one to post each week up here. All right, at the end, don't forget to publish your site. Anytime you make a change, don't forget to click publish. Anywhere it's linked, it will update. So you don't have to go back and change links on emails or anything like that. The new published site will update. You just have to make sure to click publish at the end so that your changes are saved. All right, I know I went through a lot. Please contact me if you have questions. Thanks, folks.